Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amy and I am on a financial freedom journey with my family. Every single month I share our real number budgets, and at the end of the month or the beginning of the next month, I always share our budget closeout. This is the way that we make sure that we are moving forward on our financial goals, that we're making the right decisions, we're spending according to our budget. And of course, a budget is just a guideline, so our numbers are never exact. We are never spending exactly what we plan. And life happens. And so I like to be real about what we're really spending, because I want to show you guys that you don't have to be perfect to make financial progress. My husband and I have made so many mistakes over the last few years, but we've also managed to pay off 6 figures worth of student loan debt, buy a new house, save up money for other financial goals, save for retirement. So just proof that you don't have to be perfect, you just have to be consistent. And that is a huge message that I want to get out on my channel, is that life is gonna happen to you. It's not gonna be perfect, and you just have to be consistent and you will make progress. So let's go ahead and get into our September budget recap. So if you guys watched my September budget, September was an extra paycheck month for my husband and I. So we both received extra paychecks. We're both paid bi-weekly. And so we did actually receive extra money this month. So we budgeted $10,800. We brought home $10,800. We're both salaried, so we pretty much know exactly what we're gonna be getting every single month, which is great for planning purposes. And then for side hustle income, we did bring in $171 extra in side hustle income this month. So our total income for the month of September was just under $11,000. It was $10,971. So moving down to our budget. So our first line item is our mortgage. So we do have a mortgage on our home. We budgeted $2,100. We actually sent $2,100. That is a little bit more than our actual mortgage amount. We do pay a little bit extra right now just to, just pay a little bit extra, I guess. That's really the only reason we do it. We're paying right now about $100 extra. We are still waiting. So if you guys have been on my channel for a while, I haven't talked about this super recently because I feel like I was talking about it and then nothing kept happening. So we are still waiting for them to restate our property taxes. So we bought a new build in 2022 in August. And so we've officially been here for more than a year, but our property taxes are still not correct. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on with that, but we are prepared for our mortgage to go up eventually, because we will need to eventually have our property taxes be corrected. So we'll kind of see what happens with that. I think our property taxes come out like early in the year. So I think like January, February, March, we should know more about that. But just wanted to mention that because in a few months you may see our budget for our mortgage go up significantly, and that would be why. I always get questions on cell phones. I don't have cell phones on here because my husband and I both use Mint Mobile, so we pay yearly for that. It comes out to only $30 a month for us to have our cell phones through Mint Mobile, and we absolutely love it. We've had it for almost a year now. I think we switched in November of last year, had zero problems with it. Absolutely love it. Best decision ever. It has saved us so much money on our cell phones, so highly recommend if you guys have not checked them out. I always have my affiliate link down below if you guys want to support my channel. And then we have subscriptions. So this is just Netflix and Peloton. These are our only subscriptions that we have right now, is our Netflix and our Peloton. Then we have utilities. So for the month of September, we actually had our internet, our electric and gas, and our water. So it was a higher utility bill month for us. We have water quarterly, so we don't have it every single month. And let me show you guys the breakdown. So we had budgeted $610 for all 3 of those, and we actually spent $633. So that was a difference of negative $23. So basically the breakdown of this, let me see here, was $60 for our internet, which is what our internet normally is, $254 for our electric and gas, and then $319 for our water bill. So our water bill was a little bit higher. This is the summer, like the summer quarter water bill. So it's always like our highest one. So it was $319, which I actually thought it might be a little bit higher. I was a little bit worried because we were doing like a lot of, watering our grass and like the kids playing with the sprinkler and like more showers in the summer because the kids are gross from being outside. So I was actually pleasantly surprised that it wasn't worse. Next up, we have childcare. So we do have childcare for my daughter. She goes to a like half day 4K program. So we do need to send her for the other half, which we have to pay for. So that is $585 a month. Then we have our giving. So we do have a reoccurring donation. That amount has not changed in quite a while. So that was $100. Then we have our spending. So these are moving into our variable expenses. So my husband and I both get $100 each in personal spending money every single month. We put this in our personal checking accounts and then we spend off of that throughout the month. That way we can build it up, we can spend it all, you know, that kind of thing. And it's just our own money. We don't have to track and don't have to explain it, don't have to, you know, reason it in our head. It is awesome. I highly recommend you guys do this in your budget if you don't already. Give yourself some spending money with absolutely no limitations. Like we put no limitations on this. If we want to save it up and buy something ridiculous, like that is our prerogative. And so I love that. I love that for my husband and I because I feel like it really helps us with our money mentality to have that money and not have to explain it. We can spend it on whatever we want. If I want to go get a pedicure, I'm going to go get a pedicure. That kind of thing, which is actually something that I did do last month with my personal spending money. I got a pedicure, which I haven't done in forever, and it was amazing. Next up is our gas. So we did raise this budget because we were going a little bit over because gas prices are going up and we have 2 cars. So we moved it to $200 and we actually spent $197. That was like incredibly close. I was so like surprised when I saw that when I pulled up our credit card. I was like, $197, like that is so close to what we budgeted. So clearly moving our budget to $200 was the right move. Our fill-ups are anywhere from like $30 to $45 depending on like how empty our tanks are. So for both of our cars, I drive a Honda CRV and my husband drives a Honda Accord. Then we have groceries. Okay, so this one we did go over budget. So we had budgeted $800 and we actually spent $967, which is negative $167. So the biggest thing with this one this month was actually Walmart Plus. So I got Walmart Plus in September of 2022 and I bought the year membership, which was $100. I decided I was going to get it for that year because we had just moved into our new house and life was really crazy and I couldn't even fathom spending the time to go do a pickup. And so Walmart Plus offers free delivery. And honestly, I was thinking that we would keep it for the year and then I would cancel it. So I was not planning on renewing it. But the thought of not having it anymore was really sad. So I decided to let it renew, and that definitely put our grocery budget over because that is $100 for the membership for the year. So, you know, it wasn't really planned for. I did now put it in like our reoccurring expenses tracker that I have where I track like our annual expenses. So I will be able to plan better for that in the future. I really didn't think we were going to renew it, but then like when the time came and I was about to cancel it, I was like, you know what? It is worth $100 to me a year to be able to get my groceries delivered. It just is. Like, it just is at this point in my life. Maybe it won't always be like that. I actually really enjoy grocery shopping. So it's not the fact that I don't want to go grocery shopping. It's the fact that I literally don't have time. So yeah, if it saves my sanity, I'm willing to pay for it. So we did go over $167, but that's mostly why if you take out the 100, we would have been over 67. So we would have still been over a little bit, but not too bad. But yes, I will leave a link down below if you guys want to try Walmart Plus. If you've never tried it, they give you a $20 credit. Also, another cool thing with Walmart Plus is that you also get Paramount Plus with it. And so my husband actually really enjoys that too. And so when we were talking about it, he was kind of like, well, I really like having Paramount Plus and, you know, you like having Walmart Plus. So like, let's keep it for both of us. So that was kind of the decision making. Sorry if that was a rant, but if you guys haven't tried Walmart Plus, I do highly recommend it. I'm not sponsored by them. The link that I'll put below is like an affiliate link. So I do get $20. We both get $20 when you sign up if you do. But like I genuinely just truly enjoy it. And it saves me so much time every single week to not have to think about when I'm going to go pick up my groceries. They just arrive at my door. So very convenient. Next up, we have our fun and kids budget. So this is just anything extra for our kids, anything like a birthday party that they need to go to, or taking them out for ice cream, or, you know, whatever, anything that comes up for kids that is related to them. So this month we spent $88, which was just under budget, which was great. Then we have miscellaneous, which is $200, and we only spent $166. So we did pretty good on this budget this month as well. So we were under budget by $34. Next, we have dining out, which we did go over budget. Okay, is anybody surprised? I probably should really just raise this to $300, you guys, but I feel like I'm just like I'm digging my feet into the ground about raising this budget for some reason. But realistically, we are spending closer to $300. So we spent $289, which was over budget by $39, which isn't too bad. That probably equates to like one extra time eating out that we should not have. And in the grand scheme of a month, I don't feel like that's the worst thing. So I need to remember when I do my next budget to probably raise this to 300. Like, let's be real here. All right, so sinking funds is our next category. So we did put a little bit extra into sinking funds this month because we did have some extra income. So we put 100 into our car, 200 into kids, 200 into home, 200 into our vacation, and 100 into our Christmas. And this just kind of helps us build up these accounts. So we are hoping to take a vacation in probably March or April. I don't know when our spring break is. I actually need to look, but we are hoping to do that. So that'll be good for our budget to have some extra money in there. So I do try to like put some extra money when we do have these extra paycheck months in there. And then the last thing that we have is our Roth IRA. So we were able to send $4,845, which was 44% of our income, which if you guys have been on my channel for a while, we really like to stick around like 20% plus, and obviously 44% is way over, but we did have that extra income, and 100% of our extra income we try to put towards our financial goals. So we had a big chunk of our income going towards that this month, which was amazing. So doing a quick recap down here. So our total income again was $10,971. Our total expenses was $11,023. Whoopsie, we did go a little bit over budget this month. We were over budget by $52, which is not ideal by any means, but we do have a buffer in our checking account. I really wanted to finish off our Roth IRA this month, and we did do that. And so to do that, we had to go a little negative here just because of the way that we spent our money. We did go over budget in a couple of categories. So just the reality of it is that we went over budget, and that's okay. We do have a buffer for that reason. I'm hoping next month I can kind of go a little bit under budget so that we can kind of replace this amount, because I do like to keep our buffer at like a few $100s. Usually it's like between $300 to $500. I just want to make sure we're not depleting that too much. So that is all I have for you guys. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. I will see you guys back here on Friday for Debt Free Friday. Have a great rest of your week. Bye guys.